eco-friend, over here. Will you speak with me? Dryskin. Didn't I see you talking with the explorers from Cyrodiilic Collections? Are you one of them? Would you be willing to help me with a crucial and sacred task? I have suffered shame for the actions of my ancestor. When the Imperial Ninth Legion marched into Murkmire, my distant relative agreed to serve as their scout. And ever since my egg family has carried the mark of traitors, I want to erase that mark. After my egg relative joined them, the Legion vanished. At long last, I believe I know where they disappeared to. Tsofeer Cavern. However, the cavern is rumored to be the home of the Wuju-Ka. I can't face that monster on my own. Will you go with me? My egg siblings only care about the here and now. But I always believed that history was the key to exonerating our disgraced ancestor. I know we'll find something in the cavern. I just know it. As long as the Wuju-Ka doesn't object to our presence. There have always been dark legends surrounding the Tsofeer Caverns. Stories about a monster called the Wuju-Ka. It is some sort of powerful voriplasm, a massive pool of malignant slime that was said to periodically emerge and cause untold damage. Evidence that the Ninth Legion visited the cavern before it disappeared. Maybe even signs that the Imperials entered Tsofeer and never emerged. If we could locate something that explains why my ancestor agreed to help them, that would be moist. The Tsofeer Caverns were sealed by a rock slide in the distant past. Recent tremors, however, have opened a path into the caves. I also learned that tribal elders once performed rituals to bind the Wuju-Ka inside, but that was a long time ago. Gin Rajul was a renowned scout, well respected before the Imperials convinced him to help them. I'm certain they must have forced him, threatened him in some way. No spawn of our eggs could have been a traitor, and with your help, I'll prove it. Many seasons ago, when the Imperials first sent troops to our beloved swamps, the Ninth Legion terrorized the region. It marched from one end of Murkmire to the other, inflicting death and destruction along the way. Then they simply vanished. I've gathered every song and story I could find that even mentioned the Lost Legion. After many seasons of travel and study, an obscure line in a ballad sung by an elder of the Gi-Rusliel tribe led me to Tsofeer. My burden lightens with every step. That proves it. My ancestor and the Ninth Legion did visit this cave. Let's keep looking around. proof that the Ninth Legion and my ancestor explored these caves. Another note. What happened to the Legion becomes clearer and clearer. Beautiful. And to think no one has seen this place in more than 100 seasons. That's a ritual dagger. Probably the one used by the elders to perform the binding ritual. Now we need to find the altar. As long as the cavern was sealed, the Wuju-Ka was trapped. It couldn't spread across Murkmire. But now that the caves are open, there's no one else, my friend. We need to find the altar and perform the ritual to bind it to this cavern. I tried to learn as much as I could when I came across the stories of the Wuju-Ka. I'm no expert, but with the dagger we found, I can replicate the ritual. Let's go find the altar. That's the altar the elders use to prepare the rite of binding. I think I can duplicate the ritual, but I need you to do something first. From what we learned, my ancestor only pretended to help the Legion. He led them here to save Murkmire. When the Legionnaires sealed the cave, they interrupted the cycle. No one has come to bind the Wuju-Ka in centuries. I guess it's up to us. I will prepare the dagger and the sacred altar, according to the stories the elders told me. In the meantime, I need you to weaken the Wuju-Ka. Only then can we perform the ritual. The Wuju-Ka is a massive pool of voriplasm that interacts with the world through extensions of itself. The smaller voriplasms that prowl these caverns are all just part of a greater whole. According to the stories, the Wuju-Ka creates an extension of itself to guard the pool. Find this large voriplasm guardian and destroy it. That should weaken the Wuju-Ka and make it more susceptible to the binding ritual. The Wuju-Ka isn't like other voriplasms. It has an intelligence and a hunger different from the simple creatures seen in the swamp. Once it emerges from the cavern, it will spread and consume all of Murkmire. We can't allow that to happen. Majai Wija Vikakai. Quickly now, ignite the brazier. The rite of binding is complete. Meet me outside and we can talk. The journal and letters we found prove that the Lost Legion met its doom in Tsofeer Cavern. They also reveal that my ancestor led them there in order to protect Murkmire. And more importantly, we used the rite of binding to trap the Wuju-Ka. For seasons and seasons, my friend. And I shall inform the elders of the nearest tribes. They will once again take up the responsibility of maintaining the ritual. I couldn't have accomplished any of these things without your help. Thank you. I do. He knew the tribes weren't strong enough to oppose the Ninth Legion. So he sacrificed his own life to lead them to the Wuju-Ka. I feel very proud to be part of his egg family, my friend. Not only will this evidence restore the honor of my egg family, our actions have helped save all of Murkmire. And I couldn't have done any of this without you. Please, accept this small gift as a token of my appreciation. I can't wait to tell my egg siblings all about our ancestor. They're going to be so proud. The binding will hold for a while. In the meantime, I'll talk to the elders of the nearby tribes and make sure they restore the traditions of the past. As long as the elders periodically perform the rite of binding, the Wuju-Ka will remain contained. Oh, most assuredly. I might even talk to Cyrodiilic collections. Since my people have little use for history, maybe the outsiders can teach me a few things. Anyway, may the rivers always flow in your direction, my friend.